ascended skies, soaring to new heights and new understandings. This is the Butterfly Boy Chronicles, coming to you from the Butterfly Boy. I guess that's the butterfly. These two words quite difficult in reverse. It says it all, folks. The butterfly is the ultimate expression of transformation. From caterpillar through cocoon to butterfly. I have a little friend appearing. Hello. Yeah. Come say hello. We just see your tail. It's Lumi. Beautiful one. Why didn't we see your face? Hello. Thank you. Hello, you. Oh, he's a big girl. She's more interested in the bottom of the tripod than. Oh, he's a good girl. You want to scratch? Come on then, let's get on. Yeah, leave it alone. Thank you. Folks, there's much love to be found amongst nature, animals, fauna, flora. But unfortunately, it has to be chosen. Now, the animals generally choose love, light, continuation. Of course, they have their habitual behaviors, the predatory behaviors between predatory animals, but between herbivorous animals, which we are herbivore, not by choice, not by politics, by mechanism. Our biological mechanism, the way our teeth are designed, without the canines to penetrate skin of another animal and cut it, and without the ability to devour the meat and blood without vomiting, these are obviously signs that we are not predators of blood and meat. Equally, we don't have the claws to actually grip any sort of prey, to hold it, to begin the process of devouring or cutting with the canines, which we don't have. Equally, we don't have the speed nor power to chase down any sort of meat creature from shrew, mole, rat, rabbit, kudu, buck, bear, buffalo, or anything in between, you don't have a fucking hope in hell of catching anything to eat like that, which clearly depicts to you you're not a meat eater. You're not equipped to be a meat eater. If you were a meat eater, you'd be dead, because you're not equipped to be a meat eater. That's obvious to anybody. We don't eat meat, folks. The human being, the herbivore, doesn't eat meat. As I said, we don't have the teeth to rip up the meat in its natural form out of the body of the prey that we just killed. And we don't have the ability or the enzymes to digest that meat, or even the gut. We just vomit. So it's very obvious. Let's get on. If we travel down into the stomach system, the gastric juices, the enzymes that break up food are not for meat, they're for plant matter. This is science, folks. Your intestine, it's not short like a meat eater to move the meat through before it rots and becomes gangrenous. It's long. It gives the plant matter a long time to break down and be ingested by the intestines. The body does not even recognize meat as food. It recognizes meat as poison. Yes. The idea that your blood type is variant to others and that some people are meat eaters or not is absolute nonsense. It's nonsensical. We can put it to the challenge if anybody wants to disagree on any level. I don't care if you have 1 view or 40 billion views. Challenge me. We will go out to South Africa together with your video crew. We will go to my friend's farm and we will take a little buffalo and we'll put it in a field with you, and we will have you on video chase down, catch the smallest little baby calf, 4 or 5 days old. Chase it down, tackle it, catch it, and rip it open with your teeth and devour its kidneys. Come on, you've got to see the humor in that, eh? We can make it a baby ostrich if you want. I'm using baby because the adult will kill you. And you eat meat. Come on, folks. It's time to give up the bullshit, eh? Let's all have a giggle. We've been silly, haven't we? Fighting Joe Rogan. Oh, we need now Jaws-a-size. Which we do. I use it. Fair play, Joe, and I love you. But we don't need Jaws-a-size, Joe, because we're ex-meat eaters and we don't, we miss out the ripping of meat. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. There's a lot more to it than that, buddy. Your teeth are equally strained by ripping into healthy, fibrous plant matter. Arrgh. There's no difference between the of plant matter and meat. Come on, Joe, let's not go down that road. You're a good guy. Don't let them twist your brain. Anyway, moving off, salutes to you. Folks, Let's get a few things straight. One is, we are not meat eaters. There is nothing in the human biological system that denotes anything about being a predator and being able to consume cannibalistically blood and guts. It's not true. The fact that it's prepared for you through abattoirs and put on the shelf and you burn it to oblivion and you eat that piece of completely altered, whatever it is in the end called chops, meat, steaks, sausages, whatever you want to call it, the meat in any form, mince, bacon, burgers, any sort of animals prepared in any form is simple cannibalism from a herbivore. It would be cannibalism from a carnivore eating of its own. But a herbivore eating meat, I don't have a word for. It's predatorial, it's insane, it's completely off the wall. And the fact that some would say we're omnivorous, part predatorial, carnivorous, part herbivorous, plant eating, is false. It's completely false because the same applies. Let's go to South Africa and I have you tackle an animal and eat it in front of us on your own video. You won't even catch it. You won't even catch up to a baby animal. It'll just run rings around you, if not hurt you. Folks, the Butterfly Boy Chronicles, they're here to alert you to something. The fact that you are living a complete insanity. You are going every day to the same place called work and doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That will never happen. If you're not happy with the world that you're living in, you need to change the way you're living. And then the world will change. You don't need to change the world. Just change yourself. Change the way you're living. By changing your choices. Change your choice. Folks, change your choice. Change your choice. It's very simple. Simply change your choice. How are you going to change your choice? Well, you need to know there is another option. You have another choice, which you do. The choice I offer you is truth. The Butterfly Boy is here to transform your untruths to truths. You are not a meat eater. You never have been. You never will be. You may devour meat. You may cook meat. You may prepare meat. You may love meat. You may grill meat. You may bake meat. You may eat meat raw. You may eat meat any way you like. Braaivleis, barbecue, as you like. But you are not a meat eater. You could eat wood and cardboard, but you are not a wood and cardboard eater. Your body, your cellular structure, your biological format is encoded. It recognizes the coding, the nutritional geometrical structure within various plant and plant matter, seeds, roots, barks, leaves, parts of plants, real plants, indigenous to nature, not pine trees, not pine trees, not pine needles, not pine needle tea. Ladies and gentlemen, nature is symbiotic. Everything in nature is symbiotic. It assists another part of nature. It works hand in hand with other parts of nature. It is symbiotic. It synthesizes with all other parts of its system called nature. In the simplest form, the large tree protects the smaller shrub, which protects the smaller plant, which protects the ground cover herbs. And they all assist each other in their own beautiful way, as the father protects the mother, who protects the children, who protects the baby in a family, in a very generalization system. The pine tree kills everything below it. Everything. Bar maybe some obnoxious, toxic other plant that shouldn't be there either. The pine tree, folks, is not indigenous to Mother Nature, nor the realm. The pine tree is not symbiotic. The pine tree does not give life. The pine tree gives death. Pine needles are toxic. They kill everything below them. They poison the ground. Nothing grows. Pine kernels are toxic. Not all trees that you see are indigenous to nature, as not all rocks are meteors. They become meteorites and are proven to be extraterrestrial, not from nature, not terrestrial. Think about this, folks, very carefully. If we have rocks that are non-terrestrial, that are from somewhere else, we can have trees that are non-terrestrial from somewhere else. This is what some part of border control is about, the control of the influx of various non-indigenous seeds and trees that will then become parasitic to the indigenous trees and wipe them out. That is what the pine tree is. The pine tree is a non-indigenous tree to Earth, and it's wiping out all the indigenous nature. Just look, folks. Today when we say forest, we mean pine forest. Today when we say tree, We mean Christmas tree. It's the tree that everybody knows, the Christmas tree. Just happens to be a pine tree or a conifer, same arena. Guess you never thought about it. The most famous tree is the Christmas tree, the pine tree, the conifers, the parasitic tree, the non-indigenous tree, the extraterrestrial vermin, parasite amongst nature, the rat amongst the pigeons. Yes, folks, look at Bavaria, the Black Forest, pine. Look at Canada, the forests of Canada, pine. Sierra Nevada, pine. Andes, pine. Look around, folks, it's pine. Pine forests, pine trees, killing nature. Artificial synthetic trees. Non-indigenous implants, synthetic implants, purposefully to destroy nature. Same as civilization. Slabs of concrete, building cities, roads, rails and aeroplanes, chemtrails, killing the snails, leaving entrails of the existence of biological beings once seen. Folks, you're heading for an extinction level event with your behavior, and nobody's to blame but you. Let's bring it home. The problem is you seek wealth instead of health. The problem is you seek to satisfy your neighbor instead of self. The problem is you worry and are concerned about what they think about you. It doesn't matter if it's a lie and super distant from the truth. Folks, poetry aside, you need to stop. Just pause for a moment. Take a caterpillar's advice and enter the cocoon. Get it all together and transform as your knowing butterfly and do what you need to do. It's not a conspiracy that you're a herbivorous, plant-eating, biological, natural being. It's your primal state. You are what you are. You cannot decide that you will alter the fundamental primal patterning of what you are. You need to breathe, drink, sleep, feed with specific air, liquid, timing the sleep at night, not in the day, and food, nutrition, specific, that is for you, that is of you. Within you, you find hydrogen and oxygen, air, oxygen, hydrogen and oxygen, water, H2O. Therefore, the primal instinct is to consume air nasally, diaphragmatically, calming the self with every breath. Exhale, 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 exhale. Expanding the stomach outwards, in comes the oxygen like a pump. Crunching the stomach muscles, expressing the air outwards. Deep diaphragmatic breathing. Extend the stomach, fill the body, and exhale. Folks, deep nasal breathing, pushing the stomach out will suck the air in through the nose is the correct mechanism. Crunching the stomach with the muscles will expel the air out the mouth or nose, as you wish. Always in through the nose, always out through the mouth or nose. Your choice, depending on how slow it goes. Here's the thing. Nasal breathing creates melatonin, which relaxes you. Mouth breathing creates adrenaline, which stresses you. Your choice. You are a water being. Every cell in your body is turgid with water, full of water. Each cell, everything round in your body, spherical, orbital, is full of water. Cells, full of water. That's how they draw in nutrients through solution and dilution and move them into the blood. And that's how they expel free radicals, toxins, things they don't need. And when they're not full of water, they themselves are dehydrated cells, free radicals, toxins, and excreted. New cells are made full of water. Your body is full of water, folks. You're an aqua being. Aqua man, aqua woman. Aqua woman, aqua man. You're an aqua being. You're full of water. Every cell in your body is full of water. Every part of your body is cellular, bones, muscles, tendons, structures, nerves, brain, heart, skin. The purity of your water is paramount. It will be the purity of your blood. Your blood is your water. Water. Blood is water. Water running through your tubes called arteries and veins. Water. Inside the water are red and white corpuscles. Cells that do jobs. They heal and clean. They make your water red. You call it blood, but it's water. The most important aspect of you is water, oxygenated water. Then comes your nutrition, vitamins and minerals. All of this needs to go into your stomach in a dilution, in a solution, in a liquid form, so it can run through your intestines and be absorbed into your bloodstream, carried to every part of your body to be utilized. See it like this. Breath, clean, pure, structured, memorized water, healthy, nutrient-filled food, carry geometries, shapes, codes. Those shapes and codes called nutrition, vitamins, minerals, water, air, carry through your system in their various ways, reaching their destination and encoding the organ with what it needs for continuation. Simply like a system that needs to be switched on every 24 hours, otherwise it switches off. Simply like your computer needs to be tapped every time it starts to go dark to keep it activated, otherwise it switches off, or your phone. Your breath, your water, your nutrition are activation codes to your simulated experience of a biological being to continue. When all these codes are in place, we are healthy. Our coding is health, and we express as such. Just as the coding of a certain program expresses the program as such. The coding of a river will express a river on the screen. The coding of a mountain, etc., etc. We are encoded beings. We are a pure electromagnetic, powerful expression in a biological form, spiritually potent, cellular empowerment, activated mechanism of consciousness, beautiful soul being, solar being, soul connected with the soul, the sun, soul, Spanish, Latin, soul, sun, solar being, solar panel, artificial covering off, ultraviolet light, UV rays, ultraviolet light in, activation health. Know thyself, greatest law in all of existence, written above the temple of Adelphi in Egypt. Know thyself, folks. Don't let them tell you who you are. Don't let them infiltrate your brain with who you are. Don't let them encode you with who you are. Do not let them synthetically encode you with who you are. Do not let them chip you, program you with who you are. Do not let them input you through screens with who you are. Do not let them deceive you, perpetrate you, penetrate your mind Governmente. Govern your mind. Govern your mind. Do not let them govern your mind. Break the programming, folks. It's simple. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. It's simple. Nothing to pay. No one to owe. It's simple. You already know. Let's go. Folks, you're this fucking far, man. Your brain, you're this far. Come on. You're this far from waking up. All of you. It's really obvious to us now. It's not difficult. It has been difficult for the past many years, but it's not difficult anymore, folks. We can see now. We can see. We are something exceptional. We are consciousness. We are solar consciousness. We are cellular biology, solar biology. You are a spiritual being as clear as day in a biological body. I know this to heart. When this stops, your soul is completely okay with everything. It knows much more than you do. But this is a wonderful tool. It works really great to do many things. Your choice of how you carry forth your soul duty with your biological machine is your journey. Yes, many are lost due to the veiling. When you were born, you forget. By the time you're an adolescent, 18, ready to, or whatever time it is, ready to rock into the world, you are programmed by all that occurred in the years prior, 18, 21, whatever it took. Your duty is to deprogram and remember who you are. That's the game. Once you remember who you are, you need to remember your duty, your soul duty, why you are here. What is your purpose? If you want to know your purpose and don't want to take a long time to find it out, pop onto YouTube and check out something called The Volunteers. You'll see a picture of two children having a conversation. And when you listen to their conversation, you'll understand perfectly your paradigm, why you are here, what you have forgotten. It only takes 7 minutes to listen to these young children, and they will explain everything to you. You may feel a little embarrassed that you forgot, but it's time to remember. Remember. We reconnect. We remember what we have been forgotten, begotten, not allowed, disconnected. The 13th DNA with all the rest of the information has been dissected, removed, and your strands are 12. Like your clock is 12. Like your moon is 12, your months, your moons. Like your tides are 12, 6 in, 6 out. Yes, folks, we will learn more together on 12 and 13. But for now, please understand, Please overstand. Please understand equally with me in knowing something wonderful. You are fully in charge. You are fully sovereign. You have been sovereign from birth. Your sovereignty lies in your cellular creation of your body daily and nightly. Your body is recreating cells through cell division by the millions constantly. As a fountain flourishes water, so you flourish new cells constantly. Constantly regenerating yourself. At any moment you can choose to be anything you want. You can drop your ego. You can drop your not knowing. You can drop your political views. You can drop your understanding, that standing under the information that's been born upon your head. You can drop it all, folks, and you can come simply into your inner standing of who you truly are. On a soul level, on an emotional level, which is very real to us. We can all connect there. On an intellectual, logical, rational thought level, we can all connect there. We all have those. On a biological, physical level, we can all connect there. And many of us can connect on that soul level, on that spiritual level, because things happen that are not biological, that are not logical thoughts, that are not emotional feelings. They're something else. They're a knowing suddenly. They're an intuition, a gut feeling, a psychic understanding, using your psychology, your psychic ability. And you prove it. You feel not right, so you leave and something happens and you, whoa, was that? No, it can't be. And then it happens again. And then you ask again. Was I sitting in the rain and really wanted the sun to come out and meditated and the sun came out? Did I do that? Nah. Can't be me. Can it? Let me try that again. Wow. I did it again. Nah. Must be crazy. No. You're not. Folks, finishing off, you folks, just you, little you, innocent you, self-worthless you, thinking of all your negativities you, the one that doesn't feel the greatest, the best, blah-de-blah, that you, whoever you are, unable to think, unable to talk, unable to listen, hear, unable to see, unable to walk, unable to stand, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever physical state you're in. As long as your mind is functioning enough to know You are not the caterpillar. You are not even in the cocoon. Yes, folks. You are the butterfly. You always have been, and you always will be. You are based in love and happiness. These are the natural state of an animal, of a butterfly, of an insect, of a creature, of a human. The natural state, your place in nature, is that of an animal, of fauna and flora, the biology of the plant matter. We breathe out carbon dioxide. The plants breathe in carbon dioxide. The plants breathe out oxygen. We breathe in oxygen. The symbiosis, the assistance, the love, the combination, the union, the community, the care is obvious in nature. It's blatantly obvious. Symbiosis, all things working in harmony together, is the law of continuum, all things continuing. Mother Nature is the quintessential example of symbiosis, a symbiotic, harmonic relationship with all life, everywhere. What we see at present, folks, out in the world and definitely across the screens, which doesn't make it real and biological, it may make it misinformation. Everything you see on your computers, lie, visions, etc. The screens, folks, the malware, negativeware, computers, phones, screens, the manipulative manifestation of false information, programming you, is not what you need. What we need as a human race is to reject the programming throughout civilization. Civilization. Parliament. Tell lie vision. I think it's time, just like the butterfly out of the cocoon, to transform. Folks, it is time to spread your wings and take your flight. It is time, folks, to spread your wings and take flight in the truth and the understanding, the inner standing. In fact, you can overstand because you are your truth, you are who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, all that is not nature is not you. And all that is not you is not necessary. It's baggage. The best advice I can offer is that you come back to basics and focus on your breath, your diaphragmatic nasal breathing. Every breath slower than the one before is the secret to much more. Your water, it's critical your water is clean. Seek out activated mineral solution, miracle mineral water, Jim Humble. Find your supplier, clean your water. If you have a spring nearby, off you go. Try to keep your spring water in glass instead of plastic, or water in fact. Put your water in the sun when it shines and charge it up with sunlight, with ultraviolet light. It will memorize the water. Put crystals in your water that are cleansed and in harmony with you. When I say crystals, I mean minerals of earth. Do not use extraterrestrial meteorites like shungite and variant meteorites that are not earthly. When I say extraterrestrial, I mean not that they zoomed down and landed here from an asteroid field. I mean they are purposefully synthetic. They are not from Mother Nature. That is what I'm saying. They are not terrestrial. They are not harmonic with your frequency being terrestrial. Unless, of course, you know you are not terrestrial. And then off you go. You may harmonize with your shungite all you like. Let's leave it at that. Folks, the last thing is your nutrition. Put in your body what is for your body, what is harmonic with your body. If you are a food eater and not a breatharian or liquidarian, whether these are truly practiced or not is left open. But if you are consuming solids or semi-solids foods, make them healthy. Soup is a great one. And of course, vegetables and fruits of organic, well-foraged, well-sorted origin. Say no more. What you're trying to do, folks, is simply aerate the system, hydrate the system, and enter in physical form called nutrients, vitamins and minerals, coding that can be diluted within the system, carried through the system, and activate all the parts of the system, keeping it alive and healthy. Entering into the body, any negativity, spiritually, emotionally, or thought form, obviously, but on a physical form, meaning not nutrition, anti-nutrition, anti-nature foods, anti-nature drinks, anti-nature air, polluted air. These are the things that will destroy your understanding of who you are. They will dilute your programming. They will confuse and confuddle. They will act like a virus in your system. Inherently, they will kill your memory of who you are and your soul, therefore kill your soul. You will not be able to know or remember who you are and why you came here and what you are doing. Therefore, you will carry out your whole life in a psychopathy, in a state of psychosis, in a simulated, synthetic, artificial understanding of who you are, in a hypnosis. You are hypnotized. You have forgotten. You have disconnected. You do not remember who you are. By re-inputting healthy air, food and water, the basics of what makes you function, it will help to reconnect and remember your cells, your synapses, your genes, because the healthy breathing, drinking and eating will lead you to meeting healthy people and evading the sheeple. And these types of meeting will lead to you gaining new information. This new information will stimulate your mind, which stimulates your genes. And here's the secret. You are the genie in your genes. Your genes are not blueprinted. Your genes are not set in stone. Your genes are a learning computer. Your genes are AI, AAI, Advanced Artificial Technology. No, you folks are ACI, Advanced Conscious Intelligence. Advanced Conscious Intelligence. Your consciousness, spirit, Akashic records, all the information, and you are utilizing that intelligently in the progression of your soul growth. You are conscious intelligence. You are a soul utilizing knowledge in the form of wisdom, behaving in an intelligent, conscious manner, aware, open, advanced, learning, using your top technology of intuitive and psychic ability, that silicon computers, synthetics cannot utilize. artificial matter cannot utilize. The silicone generation being computers, they are made from silicone, the enemy of carbon, which is nature. They are anti-nature, cannot utilize. We folks have intuition and psychic ability. That makes us advanced consciousness. We are top technology. No AI is beyond us. We can take a multitude of materials and make art, phantasmagorical, gorgeous beauty. AI can only titivate with some simulated artificial programs, codes between 0 and 1 on a screen. And you think that's fantastic? Folks, you can go. You don't even have to go. You can just simply manifest your own reality and step into it and enjoy it. I dare you. I dare you to sit down calmly, breathe nasally, deeply, diaphragmatically. Enter into your system a wish, a desire, an object to prove to yourself the potency of your manifestation of your existence. Think of something, inject it with feeling, create an intention, a thought with a feeling, a thought with a feeling, intention, powerful thought, emotive thought, emotionalized thought. I really feel for this. I really, really want a coffee with a friend and a chat. I really do. I'm lonely. Or don't sit indoors then, because that thing doesn't create itself indoors. Go for a walk. You've got to assist your reality, folks. You've got to be smart. I said wisdom was the part. Emote your reality. Inject your thoughts, your desires, your passion, what you want. Hopefully you're choosing healthy thoughts, good thoughts, communal thoughts for the good of the whole. The rest I don't want to speak about. Healthy thoughts, good thoughts. I'd really enjoy a coffee with a friend. I'm feeling lonely, haven't chatted with anybody for a few days. Then off you go. Breathe into it. Inject it with breath. I really am going to go out and bump into my good friend, any good friend. It can even be a stranger, because we are all good friends. We're going to have a coffee and a chat, and I'm going to feel what I desire. And go for a walk, of course. Don't sit indoors. That make it a little bit difficult. Assist your reality, folks. Assist the creation of your reality. And it will manifest. When you go for that little walk out the door, you're going to bump into that friend, and you're going to have that coffee you want. If it doesn't happen on that walk, take another walk and another, because it's going to happen very soon. And when it does, just the way you want it, just the way you felt it, just the way you thought it, just the way you intended it, you may just connect that to that intention and the fact that you created that reality. You manifested that reality. You thought it, you felt it, you intended it. You pumped it with desire and will, and you went out and you actually experienced it in the physical world. That is the creation of your reality, folks. That is what you can do when you breathe right, drink right, eat right. Become your full, conscious, aware self. Know thyself. You are the creator. of your reality. You are soul, a soul part of the Creator and creation of the reality of the one consciousness, the community of souls of which you are a part. Add health and goodness to your community of souls, your consciousness. Each soul of this consciousness gain the ability back of your power to manifest your reality. Play your soul part as a soul agent within the soul consciousness. Do your part. Remember who you are, why you are here, and carry forth your soul purpose in a healthy, wonderful, self-expressive, uniquely, individually expressive self from your newly attained understanding of your indigo chakra from the other videos available on this wonderful channel. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this has been the Butterfly Boy on the Butterfly Chronicles, coming to you live and strong. Ascended skies, soaring to new heights and new understandings. Folks, you are only ever this far from knowing your own mind, from taking back your power, from closing off the hypnosis, from shutting down the input, and simply being know thyself. Simply being who you are. Simply carrying out your soul purpose, playing your soul part, your cellular, your solar part within this soul consciousness of souls. Ladies and gentlemen, each and every one of you has an extremely important duty to carry out in this realm. It's your soul duty. I implore you, discover who you are, why you are here, and what you have come to do. Activate. 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 You are the genie in your genes. You are not programmed. You are the programmer. Your 12 DNA need to extend back to the 13 through you, your memory, your remembrance. Folks, you are a unique and individual piece, soul piece of the solar jigsaw puzzle of consciousness, of soul consciousness. Please, please, remember your piece, remember your part in this wonderful theater of soul consciousness experience of life. Please, I implore you, play your part. Come forth and play it well. Be your piece of the puzzle. Inject yourself into the bigger picture. And let's all enjoy our experience of soul consciousness. Folks, once we remember who we are and we play our part, there's no need to go to war or go against or fight or not be happy with the status quo in any form or manner. We just simply create a new one. We're not going to attempt to disband the old. We're just going to abandon it, play no part in it. We're going to create a new part, a new theatre, a new act, a new world. But no woo-hoo. We need to play our part. The only way, folks, is to clean the breath, to clean the liquid, the drink, to clean the food, to clean the temple, to clean the body, to clean the computer. I dare you, throw a glass of milk on your computer, hang out a bit and try to do something. Yeah, it gets irritating when it's wet, isn't it? Yeah, it's just damaged. Folks, you cannot be a damaged computer. You need to be clean and functioning optimally to remember who you are and carry forth your piece of the puzzle, to take your place, your rightful place in your part of consciousness, of soul consciousness, of world community, those in the realm. You are of major importance, yeah. You are unique and individual. There isn't another one of you. You're not factory made. You're not a row of things. You're not arranged. Yeah. You're uniquely individual self. I dare you. Go outside and find me another you. Ascended skies, you important souls. Soaring to new heights and new understandings. For consciousness' sake, remember who you are and play your part. I implore you. Signing out.